So that'll give me at least an idea of what I look like and how I sound. Whether this is just super silly. But what I'm going to do tonight is try and troubleshoot some of my code. And I'm also going to try and expand some of my code. I have this idea for a field full of things where I would like to place a lot of items like a house or a field where like little creatures are coming to harvest things. I think that would be an interesting challenge to animate and draw in CSS. So, actually out of my device manager here, doing some stuff in Arduino today, which has been really kind of fun. There's this thing called Adventure Kit in 30 days. I think I still have my email up somewhere around here. Oh, Inventor Kit. There it is. Inventor.io. And so you have this like 30 days lost in space challenge that's kind of neat that you go through and actually complete a bunch of electronics lessons. So I've actually completed, mostly completed day 2. I was busy setting up my GitHub on another computer so that I could code from either my laptop or from my PC. Sometimes I like to just hop on the other computer, and it makes it easier when you're coding for electronics, just because there's not a lot of room on my desk to fit everything on my desk while I'm trying to program something. But anyways, I'll pull up my GitHub page here. See, I've done a lot of deploys so far on this. I'm trying to get at least one push to the site every day. I did a big update yesterday, actually, to my README section here, just to try and organize it a little more. I've tried to post up on the Slack about like my pre-work notes and just trying to share that I'm going to put my OneNote notes up each week at the end of each section. It's easier to put up like the read-onlys only maybe at the end of each week. But yeah, if you ever wanted to like see my notes from the pre-work, here's that. So it's easy to access either from my README or from the actual page itself, which you can access just by going to my links and then coming down here to environments. Then you'll see GitHub pages, and that actually links directly to the deployment schedule, which if you look here, there's only one that's active, and then you can just click view deployment, and then you'll see my current iteration of the website. And so with that, I'm going to try and get this top bar not be so large. Oh, just dock it to the bottom, I guess. So one of the things that I don't like is this JavaScript. It's coming in really large, even though it's supposed to be coming in at the H2 size, which this is the H2 size down here. So you can see that they're both H2 because they both have that salmon border. If we inspect them, see that this is an H2. And then if I come down and right click on this and hit inspect, this is also an H2. I'm a little confused why this upper H2 that is inserted with JavaScript isn't the same as this other H2 that is just. Oh, you really gotta chew your bone right now? Oh, come here. Come on. Come on, buddy. Come on. You cannot escape me. So Obi has decided to join. All right, Obi. You're getting kicked out. You're gonna go hang out with mom. Okay. Free playing. Watch out. All right. So like I said, what I want to try and do is really figure out what's going on. This JavaScript. But before I do that, clean this back up. I don't need to do the 30 days lost in space. That's the inventor kit piece that I was talking about earlier. That's pretty neat. Like I said, this is my GitHub repository. Feel free to go take a look. Also, I'll have my Arduino on there. Deployments. Okay, so this is going to be our website here. You can pop this out. Pop out. Oh, you tell me you can't pop this out. There we go. That's what I wanted. So I want to see. What works on div h2? There'll be something that's working on h1, h2. h1, h2. Inherited. And this gets overwritten because of the specificity here. I see nowhere and talks about font. Like this is all relevant to shadows, colors. I think this is one of those things I just need to jump past. I just don't understand it. So like if I create like up here a new H2, like right now, would this have that large text? I'm not sure. So like if I put in just H2 testing, will I be large? And in that H2, nope. Will you be large if you come in here? Interesting. Why is this large? Because this is probably not large. No, that's large. That's not large. It's only if it's in the H1. What if I... Oh, so you're not even H1 size. Um, I bet I know what it is. So let's get rid of this. We don't need two font families. So I think that the Courier New and the Sego UI have a different H1 sizing. And what's happening is that the H2 inside of the H1 is actually an H1 with a different font family. I don't know. That's just weird. Okay, so this is already in my folder, in my local folder here. So I don't need those PowerShells. So this is where I'm going to be doing all my development during the Flatiron class. And I have two different, that's me trying to do Firebase stuff. I have two different places that I'm probably gonna be working in mostly is Ben Merriman and development. So here is where my Ben Merriman local is. And I think right now everything is good. Oh, I've already modified and saved CSS. So it's already got a modified flag up. Right. But what I do not have anymore is that font family. So I should be able to see this website now locally if I was actually running the right instance of Windows. Interesting. Well, when in doubt, just exit on out. That's what I always say. Okay. This should be connected correctly. It's a little more recognizable. My developer tools. There's my local. Still just huge. Just doesn't make sense. So is it because the H2 is in line with the H1? Okay. So instead of append versus h after. What is it? CSS? No, it is JavaScript. Inside the selector, where's the dot? The after. After is what I was looking for. So I need to go to my index.javascript, and instead of append, I'm going to say after. I want to go completely after the node. So this is going to be my constant h2 calls the document object and the create element method with h2 size, and then my h2 element, my property that is created as an element of the h2 type, tag name h2. Right, so tag name is the equivalent. Right, so this is the identifier inside the JavaScript, but this is actually the identifier inside the JavaScript variable, the constant that we create, that at this point would have, and the h2, it has the h2 heading element, HTML. Oh, interesting. Module h2 is an HTML heading element. Oh, I get it. So like probably all h1 through h6 are HTML heading elements, and they just have 6 different sorting classes. Okay. So that's why h1, h2 apparently just screwballs like nuts. Like, got to make sure to use after when you're doing freaking h1s. Okay. Oh, this looks like fun. Time is it? 1918. Oh, wait, no. Hey, I think it worked. Okay, let's see if it worked. Refresh. Okay. So that should be clean. Right? So if I git commit am fixed JavaScript append versus after usage. Get push. Get fetch. Get push. Ah, dang it. I didn't know what get fetch does. I was hoping that would do something good. So I think I always just have to do a get pull. Merge main branch. Control out. Control. I can't see the bottom of my screen. I need to shorten this. They're so annoying. Why do I have to have this down here? Disable annotation, hide names. I don't know if you can see my screen share here, but there's like a section of my screen share, which I know how I can share it. Maybe. Come on. There we go. You gonna pop? Oh, apparently noise does not get made. Oh, I should clear all these. Okay, so what was I gonna say? I'm trying to move my bottom bar. Oh, I was just gonna show that it's being super annoying because I either cover up my top search bar with Zoom notifications or I cover up my bottom like console. And so I don't know Nano well enough yet to actually know how to exit out. So I want to merge my branch, but I have to freaking figure out how to. How do I move the Zoom toolbar? A secondary monitor. I can't even remember how to move it to the top. Ah, there we go. Oh, good. Wrote 6 lines. Yeah, now exit. Get out of there. Okay. Get push. You know what I need? So now my local, my get this is what always gets me. I need to go here. I need to go and check my environments. History. Here's my active. Son of a gun. That's not what I expected to see. What are you doing inside H1? Oh, I know. Frickin' A. Control F5. Dang it. Sometimes Control F5 will like pull in. There it is. So sometimes Control F5, if your site's not working, Control F5 will force the cache to load again. And with that, you can then make sure that you're pulling in the freshest code from wherever the server should be pulling the information from, instead of potentially having it just keep a prior record to save time, which usually works. And usually like there'll be something that flags up that will tell, yeah, so see, it's still big, 43 seconds ago. Like, let me hit Control R. I'm hitting Control R right now. And Control R should refresh it. Now watch this, Control F5. See? And so now, like, the JavaScript is perfect because it was holding on to the old website that was there. And so usually you'll have like, I'm guessing, some like management script that will be like looking to be like, hey, like what version do you have loaded in your cache? Is this like the latest and greatest? And if it's not, then well, yeah, you got to do something else. Okay. Well, look at this little note that I can get rid of. So JS, my personal site for projects, test codes and musings. Note. This H2 being brought in much larger. Okay. So I think I can get rid of that. And another thing I was noticing is that when I get really small, like this small, I don't really care anymore about like minimum width. Like I have this 20% thing, and I think that's like fine for now. To keep things shifting as like people like use different screen sizes. But I don't think I need the 20% all the way down. So I wonder, can I like see what my window width is. Window dot window dot window. Just windows all the way down. What if I just call window? What do you tell me? Window. Well, that's a lot of properties. That makes sense. Inner height, window, window, window. Wow. Well, there's gotta be like some easy way. Window to find window width. HTML? No. CSS? No. Hmm. It's cascading lower. Describe the inner width. I really need. There's some way to continually check, which is CSS. So I need a CSS check on one of my top line pieces, which this is always going to be like pretty high up. I feel like. So I should just put this like there. I'm wanting to reorganize things a little bit. Or radius. So this is one of the things I've heard of. Sounds cool. I think this buttonifies things a little more and like turns this into like a rounded edge. And so I think that might be neat to have because it'll just like ovalize the things, which I don't know. It's like easy bezeling. I'd like to see a shadow. I wonder how you add shadows. Box shadow. Sure. Should even pass into box shadow. Comma separate list of shadows. Ah, yes. Like what is a shadow? Okay. All by Tom. Yeah, we're doing that. Yeah, we're doing that too. Inline links. Inline links. Why are you not surrounded by 3 pixel dash Burley Woods? No, I'm doing that to H2s. Whatever that is. Okay, so with that, H2 is gonna have a box shadow around it. It's gonna look like this. That's gonna be interesting. Get out. Okay. So that's gonna look like this little teal. That we figured out. Window height, window width, that's gonna be good in the future. Okay, how to get the current screen size browser window. Yep, knew that one. JavaScript, this is a fun thing that maybe we could turn into like a little toolkit. I'm actually gonna make a note of that here. Okay. Build another toolkit for showing where to use append versus prepend versus after. Now, one GitHub post. This would be kind of cool to show too. Oh, something I don't like about OneNote is sometimes it loses itself. Okay, box shadow is neat. This is the other one that I thought was really neat. So let's say control one box shadow. Be something fun to add to the toolkit. Toolkits. Toolkit box shadow. Toolkit. And this side is append, prepend, after. What's the other one? Append, prepend, after, before. Duh. Silly. Discover. Timer. Okay. That's gonna be kind of nice to have. Hmm. Kind of learning how to use Zoom at the same time as building these videos. So some of these things I'm just not sure exactly how to use. Keep your meeting fair and equitable by tracking meeting time. Speaking time in Zoom meetings and webinars, real-time participate charts, really track. Wow, track a lot of stuff. Okay, I don't want to deal with all that stuff right now, but I do want to start this timer. Cool. Start. Okay, interesting. Zoom, you are an interesting animal. Okay. We don't need to do that right now. You have not changed much. So what we need. That link for another tutorial. Okay, so why are you guys acting? You shouldn't inherit line links. You should be. Okay, so there is some code I know of. Let's simplify this back down. So here's our GitHub. It's always interesting to see it before and after. So, bam, bam. There's the change. This JS in the middle. I was trying to insert. It's just giving me a headache. And I'm going to do split console. I don't think I've saved this yet since I did that radius thing and the box shadow. Inline link is not working though. Why is inline link not working? Link. You should have a style. Inline links. So I saw what the bug was. If I come back here, I think what happened was that I called these links inline link. So I always like to use just like the kind of like infinitive kind of version for my classes and not use S. I figure, and it is an inline link is the class. You know, all of these are inline links, but every inline link is in the class inline link. So that's kind of how I describe it to myself when I'm trying to justify my class naming. So now it's going to, like always, there it is. Okay, so now you see that these inline links have the size a little larger. All of my H2, no matter if it's brought in as JavaScript or if it's brought in as an H2 in the HTML, all of them seem to be doing pretty well. I think the next thing I wanted for this page, well, you know what, like let's expand out the idea around all the headers having something. I just like this as a general way of acknowledging the options. So H3, let's do this on each of these. Let's get a much smaller here. Make that solid. And make that like, I don't know, black instead. Types of orders. Dotted. Okay. So let's see, what did I change here? So I added in for H2 a box, H2 JS, I repaired. So it's now like showing up correctly. Let's correct that. In here, we no longer need to investigate. My personal site for projects, test coding musings. Inserted with JavaScript. So this technically should not be JavaScript. But I like it being JavaScript. So it kind of represents the history. System image builder should be our H2. And I think it should be H3 actually. Right there. Start cleaning some of these up. Bio, I think it should actually be an H2 again. I don't know. Like I feel like H3s is just fine. Let's use H3 right now. Actually, we just need to get P bigger. Framework nodes. Flatiron software engineering. 15 week. October 2022. That's 5. Let's make this H2 again. I like how that splits. You the same. Insert with JavaScript. Okay. So I think the last thing I'm going to change here. Oh, it's 45. Okay, so the last things I'm going to change here, I believe, are a couple of things. First, I think I want to have like a caption here, just saying like me, my girlfriend, Jamie, and I this past summer in Portugal. 2022. Maybe something at the bottom. And header 5, 2022, Flatiron, 2022. And like that. Okay. So I should have maybe house, and it's the most proper way to say it. This past summer in Portugal, the environment is pertinent. Okay. Yep, that's how I'm saying it. And then I'm gonna put that as my alt text. And is there hover text? Oh, I don't know. Okay. 2022 vendor. Okay. Some of this stuff's gonna be getting shifted and deleted, definitely. But I mean, like, what I'm trying to do is get the basic structure in there and get an idea of what is possible. Okay. That's kind of cool. Still working. So excited about that JavaScript thing. That was annoying me. Append versus after. That's a good thing to learn. Jimmy Prowse. Ah, the field of JavaScript. So the field of JavaScript is what I was thinking I'd be working on tonight. But right now, God, this is an ugly page, but I think this is where I'm gonna leave this guy. Excuse me. Sorry. No. So what I'm actually going to do is build in one more thing, which is the minimum width. So the minimum width, I think, is going to be min width of the full body margin min. No, margin left minimum. Okay, so margin left minimum. Oh, measurement percent will do as well. Window less than size CSS. Kind of a weird question. On my page, of a main image of a planet and some heavy-duty nebula. So the min width is 1,000 pixels, max 15,000. I have the signs fading out, and this looks great with large screens. What I like to do is I just like something that one view width equals 1%. Window if you prefer JS. This is not helpful. How is this helpful? Why would that be helpful? Mid width. I think this is what I want. Let's go here. Let's go here. Min width. 1,000 pixels. Arr. Arr. I want it to be min width after 1,000 pixels. No, min width auto after 1,000 pixels. Hmm. Mid width probably body tag. Since it's probably not probably you can write like this. Okay. Okay. Min width 1,000 pixels. Suppose you want a min width of that. Well, what is the mid width I want? What is the mid width? Where is that? Right there. So I would say that's the mid width. There's my mid width. And maybe a little more. So I'll just go with that. Window dot inner width 800. That's a good round number. Mid width 800 pixels. At 800 pixels, I want my margins to go away. Oh, no, that's fine. That should be fine. Body, why are you still shrinking? Why are you still shrinking, body? Okay, so the body is still shrinking over these lengths, which I don't like. But at the same time, I don't think that that's going to be too much of a big deal. I only have 5 minutes left. Oh, geez. I haven't even seen this thing over here. What a goof. That thing sucks. Stop timer. Get out of here. Yeah, we don't need that. Don't need this. Okay. So, all right. So I fixed this. Got rid of like some of the markers for like the notes. These still aren't as clean as I would like. You could see if I can do that quick. Versus trying to fix the sizing issue. I don't know. People are still here, but I just lost my mouse. My mouse, it's gone. You know what happens when you lose your mouse? You drink a beer. This is why I bought memory. There we go. Mouse is back. Okay. Let's get rid of this guy. Let's get rid of this guy. This guy sucks. Okay, so let's look at where we're at. Here's our current, here is our GitHub. I think that's tight. I think that's pretty good. I mean, obviously there's a lot of work to do still, but like it's a place, you know. Yeah, there's still a lot of things that I know it needs to have done to it. But it's a starting spot. I really wanted to start building so I have this idea for the field of JavaScript that this is going to be like a cool little game almost of things. And so like it's going to be like buttons that you can push to have text combine and like dance and do animations just to like experiment with JavaScript, but should be neat. Okay, so this is kind of junk right now, but like we're going to fix it to this index because this index is pretty decent. Oh, wait. The one last thing I was gonna do in the last 4 minutes was horizontal versus vertical list HTML. And you need to create a list expense horizontally. You need to add the display inline style. Social link. Let's see, like the display inline style. Interesting. Well, that acted like it had seen it before. Well, it's not there. Okay. Weird. Those are still not in line. Sure. Display in line. Where are you flagging red? Top menu. You're fine. You are 100% fine. List and line. Investigate. List and line. List style type. List style type. Display in line. LI. I'm only doing it for UL. Error. I'm only doing it for UL. UL. LI. List in line. List in type. List in line. Interesting. Okay. LI dot list item. You don't seem happy there. What? Hmm. There she is. So I'm gonna just center both of these in the last minute. It's just like put a div around some of these guys. Div class social list. I don't think I'm touching the social list yet. Okay, so what happens here? I do not like that. Why is it 40%, 40%? Why can't I just align these items to the center? Oh, that's not what I want to be. Gross, gross. I just want it in the center. Hmm. Well, I do not like this pattern, but for now, I think this will have to do. 40, 40. Ugh, such a weird way to do it. Okay, that gets it kind of centered. I just want it to be right in the center. Is 100% gonna do it? Oh, no, it won't. 50. Do you need to be flex? No, you're just gonna do that then. Man, that frustrates me. So that socialist cannot be centered, but I feel like I did get a lot of things generated and fixed that I wanted to get fixed. So now I think the next goal I have is to center all this text and really tighten this up into more of a cohesive website, like some of these design principles that I've learned with floats and stuff might be neat to put into certain parts of this, but right now I think I might be overusing it. But anyways, I think that's it for me tonight. Thanks. Bye.